Have you ever been on social media and maybe you've seen somebody post something that has really got you curious and intrigued that you just had to comment wanting to know more, or maybe you had to message them and be like, I want to know what it is that you're talking about. Tell me more. So inside of this episode, I'm going to be sharing with you why it's actually safer not to mention your product name or your company name when you're sharing things on social media or you're doing videos or Facebook Lives or whatever, and how it's actually going to help you grow your network marketing business. So my name is Jenny Stevens, and I help home-based business owners, network marketers, direct sellers, and affiliate marketers learn how to build their business online, taking traditional methods, bringing it online to help get you more sales, generate more leads, and recruit more reps into your business using systems so you can automate things to actually get the time back to do the things that you love. So let's just dive in. So maybe you're thinking, well, how on earth am I going to be able to sell my product without even mentioning my company name or my product names or anything like that? So that's just what we're going to be talking about today. So, if you look on social media nowadays, especially Facebook, you'll see a lot of people shouting about their products. It's everything as their company name. It's filled with it, especially if you are friends with other network marketers. On your Facebook, you'll see a lot of stuff where people are just really kind of blasting out everything about their products, and your company. And I get it, you're passionate about your company, you're passionate about your products. I did it, I used to make these mistakes. I was just so excited and so passionate that I just wanted to, tell everybody about it. And that's great. But the problem is actually when you're telling everybody kind of everything, you can actually damage your business and it's going to be less effective. So here's just a couple of reasons why that might do that. So the majority of people actually go on social media, they don't go on there to buy or join your business, and actually if they see a lot of products and companies constantly in their news feed, then it feels like they're just having this constant pitch fest, which actually is going to turn people off. And the other thing is that you don't really leave any room for curiosity. So if and I used to do this, all the time. I would share, I would share like maybe a company graphic, or I'd make my own where I'd have the product name, the picture of it, the price, the name of it, my web link, just because I wanted people to be able to know how to get it. But actually now what I've learned over the last couple of years is actually if you need to create curiosity in your posts. So if people just see your company name over and over and over again, then actually a high percentage of people will actually go and Google it first. And the problem with this is that there's bound to be somebody who's maybe written a bad review. People love reading reviews. I know I do. I will go onto Google and I'll look up, for holidays, or if you're going to buy anything really, you want to make sure that it's legit, that it's worth spending your time and your money in getting it. So it's the same for your products or your company, is if all they're seeing is whatever your company name is or a certain product or whatever, then you say the likelihood is a lot of people will actually go and Google that, Google your company first before they've even spoken to you. So if they do happen to have come across maybe a bad review online, they might have then been put off, and you wouldn't even know that you had a really interested person who was potentially looking to join you in your business. So you've then lost yourself a really high quality prospect without even knowing it. So we really want to make it safer for you. So how do we do that? So here's a couple of reasons. So you want people to, need you to know more about what it is that you're talking about. So if you don't give anything away and you've got that intrigue and curiosity, then they've got to talk to you to find out more. So, and once people then are coming to you to be like, tell me more, what is this you're talking about? How can I get this? Maybe if you're showing like a before and after picture or something, but you don't mention anything about what the product is. Once people are reaching out to you, then you can start building that trust and that relationship with that person and find out what it is that they're looking for, and then be able to offer them solution if it's a fit for them. So the second one is, God forbid anything awful was to happen, like your network marketing company maybe was to go bust, or maybe they were shut down by the FTC, which has happened before, so you really want to protect yourself. So when you brand you over your company, and if everything's about your company name, you're branding the company, but you really want to focus on branding you and yourself. And especially if you're using methods that I teach, for attraction marketing, then, you create your own asset, which is your list. Nobody can take away your list of prospects. Because it's yours. It's nothing to do with your company. People have come onto that list because of you and who you are. And that is yours, absolutely, for you to do kind of what you want with. And then the third thing is actually compliance. So some network marketing companies are quite strict about, when it comes to actually what's being said on social media, maybe what images you're allowed to use, what you're allowed to do, even what maybe your page name is called, anything like that. Because they want to approve anything that's outside of their control. They obviously provide, most companies I'm sure provide graphics and stuff like that. But obviously, if a lot of people, they want to be able to prove everything. So it takes time, obviously, to submit what you're wanting to do with your business. And it might be rejected, maybe because it doesn't comply. So, I've not seen a huge amount of issues with it, but I know obviously compliance is quite a big thing. So again, this is just another reason why to actually avoid using your company name everywhere and just focus on you and what it is that you're providing to people. So you might be thinking, well, how the hell am I supposed to actually sell my products and recruit people if they don't even know what I sell or what I do, who I'm with? So firstly, I just want to be clear. I want you to be clear on who it is that you're trying to attract. So we spoke about this in episode 2. So make sure you go back and watch that, which was all about knowing who your target audience is. Who is it that you're wanting to target? Because who is it you're wanting to attract to you and your business? So that will really help you be clear on who it is and how you can serve them. So make sure you go and watch that if you haven't already. But once you're clear on this, now you can actually work with them on their interests. So that was all about understanding what their pains were and what it is that they're looking for. So when you understand that, now you can then use their interests to then provide value to them. So for example, maybe you might be in a makeup network marketing business, so you can talk to them about network marketing principles and tips, or makeup, so they both work well if it's done consistently. So there's a few types of content that you can actually provide. You could do videos like this. You could do Facebook Lives. You can do blog posts, which is my favorite and something I'm really building on for my own business as well. And inside all of these different types of platforms, you can then cover different topics that are related to either network marketing topics. So you might have things like prospecting, recruiting, duplication, team building, mindset, stuff like that. Or you can create content on makeup. So maybe it's different looks, skincare advice, tips and tricks that you've found, maybe current trends. Or if you're in health and wellness, then you could give weight loss, tips, recipes, workouts, meal preparation, and all that kind of stuff. So obviously, whatever your industry is, you can create content that's based around things related to that. And again, I spoke a lot about that in episode 3, about, how you actually position yourself as an expert, and it's by doing this. So this is then kind of that follow on with, okay, well, how do you actually then start, how do you actually then sell your products online? So the good part is that you can do all of this without actually mentioning your product name, or your company name. So the crucial step that you absolutely must do in order to actually be able to make a sale or prospect somebody is to give a call to action. So now, if you don't know what a call to action is, basically what it means is, at the end of your video or at the end of your blog post or in a Facebook post or anything, you're telling them what you want them to do next. So you're giving them that step of what the actionable step that you want them to do next. So maybe it's you want them to, click on the link below to find out more, or maybe it's to message you on Facebook if you want to know more, something like that. So maybe let's just say, for example, you've done a blog post on 6 tips to lose 10 pounds in 10 days, for example, without going hungry. So at the end of your blog post or video, whatever, you could say, if you found these 6 tips useful, why not get my further 10 tips to help you lose those 10 pounds in 10 days. Click here. And then it can then it will then link to a page which will then get their information. Or you could say, message me on Facebook, email me at, and you can give them your email address if you want, whatever your kind of preferred method of communication is and what would be most useful and helpful to you to keep in touch with people, then, that's what you can do. So now you've got their information, and the best bit is that you now have a highly qualified person that is interested in wanting to lose weight, or whatever your call to action was, what your industry was that you were sharing. And then this is when you can start offering them your products. And now you can mention your product name and the company. You can now also then send them more helpful tips and more valuable trainings and promote further products to them as well. So this is why building a list is really, really important. I'm going to talk way more about building a list in future episodes. But for now, just wanted to kind of let you know that's what that's what it's for. But, so now you can give them further tips. So maybe if they haven't bought straight away, you can keep providing value to them. You can keep in touch with them and show them, that you're a must-have business partner and somebody that they'd want to join because you can help them achieve their goals and their desires. So it's all about giving them a reason to reach out to you. So say whether it's a comment on a social media post, a message, an email, making them come to you so you don't have to chase anybody or feel like you're bugging anyone. They are coming to you, which is the beauty of attraction marketing, what it's all about. You're only spending your valuable time with people that are interested and have come to you. So the other way that you can do this is being ultra curious. So having your posts as being really, really curiosity based. So creating intriguing posts, not giving too much away, so really make people want to know more. And again, give them that all important call to action to contact you. Kind of before and afters are really good, but make it very like sharey, but don't say, I use this product to help me, go from this to this, or, this client went from, this picture to this picture using this great product, because you've told them what it is. But if you just show a great before and after and my client feels so great after, just 10 days, comment below if you want to know more, if you want to look like this or whatever. And then the extra thing that, so you've got your call to action, and then an extra thing that I want you to mention is it might be wondering, okay, well, I've been I've been kind of bursting out my company name and my product names maybe for a few weeks, months, or even years. So how do you undo that? All of that work that you've done and kind of now change up things, So don't worry, don't panic, it can be undone. So just start thinking about going forwards what you can do. So maybe you might have in your Facebook profile, for example, you might have lots of stuff like in your About Me section or a picture or anything like that. Strip out anything to do with your company name. Strip out anything that kind of is really obvious about your product name or your company name or anything like that, so any obviously new people that you connect with, then, they will obviously see that new stuff, and then next you can then actually just start afresh. You could even kind of announce to your audience, hey, trying something different, or I'm now going to be really sharing some valuable tips with you. Stay tuned for more. People may not, and obviously there will be people that know which company you're with, but it's fine. You can just start afresh and start doing what these tips that I've shared with you today, and see if it makes a difference. So hopefully that helps. If you'd like to know more about how you can actually attract the right people to you, to be able to see your products and recruit people on autopilot, then grab the free resource this week, which is it's one of my good old favorites, and it's the training that I went through when I first got started, which is a free 10-day attraction marketing bootcamp. Now, what this does is it will teach you how you can create a system that works for you while you're sleeping, or maybe while you're at work, or enjoying time with your family, because you will learn how to have those right people coming to you, getting more customers, having people asking you about your business, credit card in hand, ready to join you, ready to buy your stuff, say, without you having to chase people. Obviously, what I've taught you today in this lesson is just one part of it, but you can really then learn how to create a whole system that works for you without you having to be there constantly and even just message lots of people. So click on that button so you can get the resource. There should be a big button underneath this video. If you're on my blog, if you're on my YouTube channel, there should be a link under here right now for you to go and grab that free resource. And let me know in the comments, if you like this style of selling, or maybe if it's something that you're already doing, fantastic. How is it working for you? Or, let me know how it goes. Let me know if you start seeing a difference. I'd love to be able to hear your feedback on whether this training has helped you. So grab that resource, and next week we'll be diving more into other platforms that you can use to really help sell your products and build your team. So thanks all. Have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.